Find it on camera. I saw him go slithering by back here. Oh, there he is. Damn it. I just feared there was a skate. I was going to catch it on film. So I'm running across right there. Well, that sucks. It's a mutt.
Yeah, I had this. That's right, Christy.
It's an old mutt. How's it going, girl?
Yeah.
Hey. Doggy.
She's
Got a bit of a shake problem. So, come hell or high water, today is happening. It seems. So, let me preface this little thing, or intro, by stating what happened last night. Last night, I ran off and gave some guys down the street some help. That help was included, but was not limited to getting underneath and seeing if I had the right wrench to help a guy figure out whether or not he could plug a sensor back into his transmission or not. After figuring out, no, I don't have the wrench he needs, I kind of gave up. So I quickly ran home, spun the tire a little bit, pull up to the top of the driveway, and it's leaking. Needed this like a fucking hole in the head, so I threw a fuck ton of fix-a-flat at it, and, well, you might be able to hear it. It was a lot bad last night. Last night, you could stick like a fucking toothpick in it and maybe stop it. Last night it was bad. But come hell or high water, I'm gonna end up at David's place this morning somehow. But first, we gotta go to the mechanics to get the tire fixed because it's still leaking. Which, you know, never a good thing. Never a good thing. So let's find a good spot. Yeah, that works. That works. Thankfully, everything else seems to be doing somewhat okay. But yeah, I'll see you when we're getting ready to leave the mechanics. I would also like to point out, what does that window sound like going down? Like, put your comment guess in the comment section below. So here we are, just getting it fixed. It's going right in now as we speak. So it is, what time is it? 9:24. I should have been at David's house by now, but life, and I'll see you in the next. The man, the myth, the legend. They're just getting to it to now. It's about 5 minutes later. That's the tire that they got issues with, the front passenger, front right. So, yeah. Another 15-second clip down. So, roadkill time. It is 9:42, and we're still waiting because roadkill. Years and years. So, unlike roadkill, we were able to get in and out for just 10 bucks. He flipped the tires around, front to back, back to front, which is what I was hoping he would do. And we should get another 10,000 miles out of it, which doesn't sound unreasonable. Now the hellacious job of getting the hell out of here. Because that's a light right there. Yeah. Roadkill. So it's been a couple of days. And this jerk's still freaking me out. Yeah, talking about you, cat. She hasn't taken any kind of sizable poop since she got back from the doctor's office. The last video you saw of her, she had a little turd, just barely under normal size diameter, but not a whole lot of it. She's been eating, she's been drinking, but hasn't had anything, and she seems to be losing weight. Getting a little concerned about you. Hey. Better pull through with this, you hear? So, we're heading back out again. Back to the vet. It's Friday. The 24th. She was in there a few days ago. Forget how many. 2, 3 days, something like that. And we're taking her back there because she still hasn't had a proper bowel movement. She had one tiny little shit when she got back. And I don't mean tiny like you call that a shit. I mean tiny like it's almost normal size, but the amount was really pitiful. I'm concerned about her, I really am. I've been giving her medicine as prescribed by the vet. And yeah, we're heading back out again. See you in a sec. Canine unit right there. And that asshole was parked right there. Because that 5'9" Dakota there's something seriously wrong with this dog. What's wrong with him? He's just been acting like this all day?
No, he has white coat syndrome. He's scared to death of the vet. Yeah. He's not like this at home when he comes here.
Sure is making a mess though with that drool though.
I know.
Doesn't sound healthy that loud doggy. Very loud doggy. So they've taken her back there just to give her a quick exam, see what's going on. Hopefully it doesn't cost a fortune. If they have to x-ray, they x-ray. But yeah, I mean, kind of worrisome having to bring her back here. She seems to have been perking up a little bit more often. In case you're wondering, that's 27 right there, Heartland Animal Hospital. God, those oranges look green. Might not have been able to catch that, but damn, man. Yeah. We're somewhere in between on the Lake Placid side of the DMZ between Sebring and Lake Placid. Ooh, Challenger. But yeah, I mean, it's not a bad facility. Last time we were here it was only 94 bucks. There's some cool buildings out here, sure, but keyword being some, I mean, fuck. Can't really see it past there, maybe you can. Highway kind of hooks around that way a bit and goes back north. And there's a big hill right down there that starts, we're still up on the hill. They're going down towards the base of the valley, I guess you could call it. And then there's a huge hill that ramps up real high, like a good 40-50 feet up over the course of, I don't know, 1/8 of a mile, and then hooks around at the very top. It's probably a fucking nightmare to deal with. Can't imagine what it's like. But I mean, yeah, there's butt fucking nothing out here. And here you thought Sebring was bad. Alright, look at this. When Avon Park, the next town north of Sebring, has advertisements running down here, you know it's rural. Sebring and Avon Park are the biggest deal for literally miles. You could go for an 1.5-hour drive in any direction, and you'll just get more and more rural. And that's what I fucking hate about this town. We literally have to drive 20 minutes out to this place just because it beats the fuck out of going to our actual vet in Wauchula. Not to say that they're bad or expensive, it's just that's a long fucking ride. That's at least a 1/2-hour drive. At least. Assuming we could get in. And they're more of a cat place too, so they'd probably be better off. Nice ride. But yeah, sometimes that's just how it goes. Doggies! Fat little doggies, squish faces.
Sit. Sit.
Siblings, right?
No, 2 different breeds.
Yeah, they look like they could be siblings.
One's white, one's black.
So, long story short, that day didn't happen. It's one of the reasons why I left the clips in. Also, at the end of the last clip, everything's fine. She seems to be on a pretty normal bowel movement schedule now. When your pet gets older, you just kind of notice what they're doing, stuff like that. You start noticing what they do on a more regular basis just to keep up with their health. Because, you know, having a pet, it's going to cost you more money over the lifetime of the animal. Yes, there are going to be times that they aggravate you to no end. But as a pet owner, you wouldn't really trade them for a world because they fill a certain void in your heart, as it were, or some shit like that. Little jerk right now, I need some fresh water, and I'm gonna have to get to that at some point. But, you know, it's just one of those things that can get a little annoying. But, hopefully, fingers crossed, this Friday, I'm heading to the junkyard. Finally, take 3. And hopefully then, maybe, I can actually dig out my transmission. I got some footage of me working on the motor recently because I needed to take the valves out, and for some reason I put them back in. I'll, at some point, edit that down. There's a lot of that footage. Left the camera on for way too long. I might just upload it as raw footage because there's so fucking much of it. I mean, that realistically, that's how much there is. So, figure out a release schedule, and then I'll go from there. Or maybe I'll just upload it all in one fella swoop. Who knows? I'm still working on that. But for the meantime, also like to give a big shout out to Cubsy, who just subscribed. Welcome into the channel. Comment section down below. Also, giving a shout out to Tristan and for being the first to comment on the last video. If you guys want to see anything in particular, just ask me in the comment section down below, and I should get back to you as soon as possible. Meantime, take it easy, don't do anything stupid, and have a good day.